We have today for you the story of the ultimate Karening that ever happened on YouTube.
No, that's my husband. That's my account. How can I get in touch with the delivery?
Ma'am, come on. Come on.
How can I get in touch with the delivery service?
Delivery purpose? All right, I'll take care of that.
Okay. Thank you for your help. You were very kind.
Ma'am.
Oh my God.
But what led to this Karening? And is YouTube going to do anything about some of the things I'm going to show you?
I'm sorry.
Sit back and relax while we document internet history.
Wow. She said she hates her job?
This situation is a little more complex. First off, would YouTube be okay with the YouTubers you saw in that furniture store calling and leaving a threatening voicemail on another YouTuber that criticizes them?
Rebecca, Becky, it's Bullhorn Betty. Just wanted to call you, say hi, babe. How you doing? Want to find out what your big deal is. Just trying to find out, what your problem is,
First off, how desperate do you have to be to look up every detail on another YouTuber that criticizes your friend, not even Betty, Molly, and then to call them and act like this? Are you kidding? How salty are you?
I mean, my name's Andra. My real name is, and you being on loop and all, I'm just curious.
I just realized that I haven't lived at that address in years, you dumb.
Is there something I can do for you? Is there some kind of conversation we can have? Please, by all means, you see my number on your...
That's not your number.
Your phone. Why don't you give me a call back, babe, before this gets any worse for you?
Well, let me tell you guys something. This is the problem I'm having here on YouTube is people, they try to sit there and point the finger at me and Marissa for doing things that we do. So I just want to tell you guys this, that, they try to sit here and say that what we're doing is wrong. What we're doing is completely 100% lawful. Okay.
This gets a little worrisome when you have Burnt Toast, which of course you should subscribe to Nonsense and Burnt Toast, read out this about this person who levied the threats. This is real.
This is for, shocker, domestic battery by strangulation, 3rd degree. Had your kids, had your wife, folks. So let's read this police narrative. So this says, on October 13th, 2012 in Manatee County, Florida, the defendant did violate, and that gave you the statute, the victim, who is the defendant's cohabitant spouse, alleges that he was involved in a heated altercation with the defendant, who became angry and began breaking items in the residence. So evidently they got into an argument, and she starts picking up things and throwing them at him. Andra then obtained a kitchen knife and cut the tires of his truck. She then pushed him down several times, causing...
So, wait, I have to say this here. She is known for slitting tires when she gets mad at somebody. Okay.
Injury to his right outside forearm. Okay, the victim stated that she, the defendant, then punched him in the mouth with her fist, caused him to bleed, and his front tooth became loose.
Okay, so she will threaten people and then knock their front teeth loose. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I wouldn't be worried about this person threatening yet. I mean, that's nothing, right?
His front teeth became loose. He stated that
I mean, it's not like those teeth will be loose the rest of your life and will probably fall out early due to that, but who knows?
The defendant then put her hands around his neck and began to choke him. However, he did not lose consciousness.
Oh, why did he even complain then? I mean, geez.
The victim stated that the defendant then stated that she would herself with a knife.
Okay, we'll cut this off here. Now, there's a reason why I said that little bit that I said there. Because Bullhorn Betty and Molly think it's no big deal to threaten people like this, that they're doing everything right, and that everyone else is doing everything wrong.
In silence here on our channels and abroad, we do crazy things. We are, perceived to be like the worst of YouTube bitches, but we ain't heartless bitches. And we love everybody. We love everybody that loves us. You cross us.
I just got a text. That's a different story. I just want you to know they're planning on going after your
Yeah, somebody crosses you. Oh, we know what you do.
Husband. And that'll be the last thing they ever do.
Well, let me tell you guys something. This is the problem I'm having here on YouTube is people, you know, they try to sit there and point the finger at me and Marissa for doing things that we do. But what?
Screaming little bastard too. I have no.
God, I love these filters. Who is this? Not for nothing. You rock.
Think of to say there. If he is either has, and I don't care if he's intentionally avoiding knowing what's going on here, he can go away too. I can't.
Who the hell is that?
Whose voice is this?
Sorry. Y'all know I talk like
You know who it is, you liar.
a sailor overhearing when I'm upset. It comes out worse.
Whose voice is this?
Who knows?
All right. Text me whose voice. I'll just ask the girl.
Notice that Bullhorn Betty says who knows, even though she's studied her entire life from birth until now.
Yeah, so I just want to tell you guys this, that, you know, they try to sit here and say that what we're doing is wrong. What we're doing is completely 100% lawful, okay?
No, it's not lawful to do any of the stuff I'm showing that you guys are doing.
What they're doing, on the other hand, is not.
Oh, sure, us giving our opinion about the things you do, really breaking all the laws in the world there.
There's a difference.
Oh, yeah? Don't say the name. Don't say the name. Don't worry. We got her whole background.
Okay, so remember, they can't say that they didn't look everything up. And remember how Betty just said, who?
Don't worry. Don't say anything.
These two are known as pathological liars. Everything that comes out of their mouth is typically a lie.
Background.
Okay, so
you want
I
to know how
just-
many times that bitch has got fucking bankruptcies, liens, and all that other shit? She's a fucking loser.
Well, you know, that person, Betty, sitting next to you in another burnt toast video, I'm not going to pull the clip, but you guys can find it. She talks about how Betty's going to court really soon because she ran up a bunch of credit cards like recently, like now, and then skipped out on paying the cards. And then, well, wouldn't you know, she talked about how she didn't put her YouTube channel in her name so that all that revenue can't be found by the people who she's getting all these loans from. So I guess the context is that the person sitting next to you is the worst person in the world. But what were you going to say about nonsense?
Yeah. Loser with her priceless Sebring. Don't even make them anymore.
Wow, so someone that drives an old car is a loser. I wonder how many people in your audience you're insulting. But what about, though, Nonsense has come out and talked about what happened to her. See, she had a child that needed medical care, and it cost a lot of money. And they did have to file bankruptcy to take care of the child. And they do have a family and live at home and raise kids. Well, wait a minute. What does Betty, the one sitting next to you, do? Ouch, if you think Nonsense is bad, what do you think about your buddy?
She's fucking broke. Yeah?
So what I
We'll
did
see.
want to say is that there is a difference. I mean,
Bring it, bitch.
there's a difference. Here's the difference, is you can show up and have your voice be heard in person.
Oh, I have to play you this. So if you commit a crime against someone, or if you do something evil to somebody else, it doesn't matter as long as you didn't do it on the internet. According to Betty, that might explain all these things you're learning about her.
As soon as you do underhanded stuff through electronic means, you got yourself jammed up. That is exactly, everybody wants to sit there and say, but you can do this and you can do that. Yes. Why do you think I'm here in person?
Now remember, she's a jailhouse lawyer. If you do it in real life, there's no recording of it and you can just lie about it. But if you do it on the internet, they're going to be able to find out what you did. You see how she thinks here? Because she'll tell you she knows everything about the law, right?
And not doing it online through telephonic means, through digital means. I do it in person because I get off my butt and I know the law.
You know the law, but what do you call leaving a voicemail that threatens someone after admitting to digitally looking up everything about them, doxing them, and sharing the information?
You take what we do and do it by electronic means, over the internet, by the phone, picking up the phone and calling law enforcement and saying, oh my God, we know they're coming out. Guess what that is? It's cyberstalking.
Well, you see, let me go ahead and correct you. Cyberstalking and stalking are built on the same crimes. The cyber part of it just describes the same kind of stalking in real life, just done with electronic means. See, there is a concept behind laws, Betty. If you knew the law, you'd know this, but it's about taking advantage of others, taking from others, stealing from others, threatening or harming others, stalking others, putting them down. These are all crimes, whether you get caught or not, whether you get charged or not. Thus why commentary is very relevant. But what's your buddy doing on the phone there just moments before this voicemail gets left on Nonsense's phone?
It's cyberstalking under federal law. It's cyberstalking under state law. And at the end of the freaking day, we do what we do lawfully because we know the law. As soon
So you can stalk somebody and it's lawful, but if you cyber stalk them, it's against the law. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and let all of you, I don't need to say it. You can just think what you think there.
as you cross over to electronic means, that's where you get screwed up. If people want to sit there and talk about our
It is where you get screwed up if you're trying not to be caught, I guess.
friend, I'm not gonna say his name, he did some stuff through telephonic means,
Okay, let's move on.